So yeah, I just went through that whole video and then I messed up the recording, so we're going to re-say everything, and we're going to unbox all this. None of this is in the boxes anymore, so I guess I can go in whichever order I'm most excited for. We'll start off with the two I'm probably least excited for are these. These aren't going to be, I won't go look at these in this video. These are really just to fill out Gamerverse and Spider-Verse in general, because I'm going to do that whole Gamerverse wave, and I figured it'd be cool to have the Walmart exclusives on there. I won't have the Kingpin, but I do already have the Gamerverse Venom that was supposed to be in this wave. But yeah, we got these. These will go with those. And then, probably next least excited about is probably Spider-Man India, because it's a movie figure. I'm not crazy at movie figures. I would prefer to have a comic book version. But I do like his look in the movie, and I do like him in the movie. So, I'll probably look at him in this video, honestly. And then next would be this pack. I did get it on sale, so that was nice. $24, which is the price of a singular Marvel Legend. And I'm playing that for this. I already have the Fabulous Mezco Morbius. So he might just go on like a classic character shelf. Or maybe he'll go on the villain shelf. Even though it's dubious on whether he's a villain or not. And then this Spider-Man, it's better than the original one they released, so I wanted it. Still not necessarily in my mind's eye of Six-Armed Spider-Man. You know, I have the old Toy Biz figure, and I love that figure still. It's still awesome. It's fun. I wish they'd do that look, you know, the animated look, because that's what I remember first seeing of Six-Armed Spider-Man when I was a kid. But I've always loved Six-Armed Spider-Man. He's probably top... I'd say he's at least top 10 favorite alternate looks for Peter Parker, so we'll probably look at that as well. And then, next, it's honestly a toss-up, but we'll just go with the last Spider-Man here, 77, Nicholas Hammond. I keep wanting to call him Jim Hammond, and that's the original Human Torch from Marvel, and sometimes I want to call him John Hammond, which is the character from Jurassic Park, and I love that character, but yeah, Nicholas Hammond. So now I have every major live-action Spider-Man, official Spider-Man suit, aside from the one where he appeared with the wall and that like weird, like, I think it was like a PBS thing back in the day. And then these next three, we're probably just gonna, we'll go JJJ first. Got him for a really good price, normal Marvel Legends price, and he has been up there, I feel like, for a few years on terms of price, so nice to get him. And then next, same thing I can say about Kraven. I love Kraven. This isn't necessarily my favorite look for him, but I know this look, and I do like this look. It's just not my favorite. It's not comic book, so. But he was up there in price for a long time, too, and I'm glad to have gotten him for good. Now, the one I really need that is up there in price, because they also re-released Kingpin. I was able to get him. Shocker. I don't think Shocker's actually ever been that hard. I would like to get the Retro Venom, but next I need Rhino. But I also got one that's been eluding me. Sandman. He popped up on, just on Walmart for $24. I was like, this can't be right. It was right. Got it. Great. So now I can't wait for the Mysterio. Hopefully I can get that as easily as I can these guys. So yeah, we're just going to open some of these up, and we're going to take a look at them on camera. So we'll start off with Hammond. I'm not really going to do any size comparisons or really anything in this video, mostly because, I mean, we don't really need them. The backdrop is actually, that's cool. But, I mean, we know what we're getting for the most part. I just kind of want to get these open on camera, so I figured I would just open these, show my face, and they gave you a piece of string with them, which I like, because those of you who don't know, go watch one of those old episodes. They're not great by today's standards, but it's what they had at the time, and honestly, it's pretty cool just to see where we came from, you know, like, what the point we've gotten to at this point. It's not as cool as Japanese Spider-Man. This is more like a TV drama with a couple Spider-Man elements in it, but, yeah, this is just that Japanese Spidey body, and I know you could take this off and the belt. I'm not going to undo the belt, because as I'm sure most people know, he did appear first in the episode, because there was an episode, or a movie to the show, precursor to the show. In that movie, I believe, he didn't have the belt or the bracer, and he ends up getting that later. So yeah, that's nice to see. It would have been cool to have the dots in Hammond's eyes, but you don't really get those. Very accurate to the appearance, and I'm glad to have him for the Spider-Verse shelf. So, you know, and then you got the string. You got 2 web splotches, which we've had many times before. And then you get the reuse from the Japanese Spider-Man. I actually got 2 opposite ones this side time. I didn't get that last time, so yeah. Okay, I feel like this is a lot better now. I flipped the camera. It might be up here upside down, though. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, got this guy. Looks nice. Now I can actually show it to the camera. Yeah, so cool. I might get another one of these just to have without the belt and the bracer, but he's like $30 now. They canceled a bunch of people's pre-orders and raised the price. Very scummy thing to do, Walmart, but it's Walmart. And I'm just doing these in random order, reviewing wise. This is not my excitedness order. I'm just gonna look at which one seems easiest to open. Now, this guy I feel like would work with the pairing with Spider-Punk. I mean, obviously he would. They're like best friends in the movie. But what I mean is, I think I could justify getting a comic book, or a comic book too. But I only really want to collect comic book figures for the most part. So it's kind of hard for me to sneak in movie stuff unless it's like with Spider-Verse, or the suit is really close to their accurate appearance. Sorry, this is really loud. But yeah, this is Spider-Man India. I'm not going to even try to pronounce his name because I don't want to be offensive. But yeah, he was an awesome character in the movie. Not quite as cool as Spider-Punk, but you know, that skin tone doesn't look quite as accurate to me as the movie, but I'm never going to use this. It's going to always be masked anyway, so it's not too big of a deal to me, but oh, okay. So, and this guy doesn't flip webs, so he comes with another thing. Oh yeah, also his mask is just so cool. I love this character design. I really do, and I think he's awesome in the movie, so. But he's got a spider bracelet, like the ringer thing, which I think is pretty cool. I'll probably take that off of him if I'm being honest, though. This will probably be used on, like, I have a Lego Spider-Man that I put on my Spider-Verse shelf. That might go on there. But yeah, he's got, like, cool articulation. You can get pretty good movement out of all of his joints. Double jointed. And this probably isn't as good as the SH Figure Arts, but also it's like a fourth of the price, I think. So, you know, whatever you want to do. He's got good enough articulation for someone like me who's not going to really pose this character. The feet seem a little tiny, like pegs down there, so I'd be careful with that. And he does have weird proportions, kind of, but also, Spider-Verse has weird proportions, so yeah. And then he comes with grip hands, which is good for this. This is the only Spider-Man I'm okay with not having flippers. Well, not the only one, there's a few. But he does technically have his flip thing, though, so that's cool. And then I wish he came with 2 fists, though, and then 2 of the splayed out web, like, or not web, like the wall crawling hands for, like, his poses. You can do cool poses with that, but they do all have, like, that design on the back of the hands, which is nice, which is maybe why they decided not to do extra hands, but they cheap out almost all the time, so. Next, we're gonna see if I got scammed out of this one, because this is the only one I'm worried about if it's a scam, because windowless packaging has always horrified me, and which hopefully we got the actual character. I feel like no one's gonna scam you out of the 6-arm Spider-Man Morbius pack, but they might. So far so good. Got his accessories. Okay, so far so good. We got Morbius. Okay, we got them all. We got it all. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it all. Just gonna look at Morbius first. Let me just get it all out real quick. Oh yeah, and this is probably the Spider-Man. Like I said, I think I said in this video, this is one of my top 5 favorite Spider-Man costumes. Maybe top 10, maybe I can push it to top 10, but like for Peter Parker, ooh, I just have always loved, and it's not technically an alternate costume, but I'd like to import some non-pinned arms and legs to this guy maybe one day, because, ooh, these are gummy. This is not a great figure. I'm sad. Kind of sad I bought it, honestly. But I'll get him posed up. And he'll look good enough on a shelf, I bet. It's reuse of that old Amazing Spider-Man body. I don't like that you can only get articulation up there, but it's still better than the other version they went with, which was they took the articulation out of that old Amazing Spider-Man body. And yeah, this just pins just the degradation over time, and you know, those molds degrade, and it's just not good anymore. And honestly, this figure was never good in the first place. But I do love Six-Armed Spider-Man so much, so. And they could have given him a bunch of hands to make up for the fact that this figure's kind of fucking shit. But they didn't. And, you know, for accessories, you get an alternate flippy and an alternate punchy for the hand. The webbed ones only. And then Morbius is probably the better figure out of the two, honestly. Technically speaking, I just have the best Morbius figure we'll ever have. And yeah, and this one's also gummy and not great. Yeah, he'll probably just go up on like a villain shelf or something, and he doesn't want to stand. That's also just an issue. And then you get like the capes, which are they attach. That one's the normal cape, you know, from behind, and then you see it, there's red. And then he's got the one that looks like a bat, which is kind of cool. That it actually looks like a bat. I like that. And then that's what it looks like from behind. But I'll probably... Those are not very good figures. And then next we'll probably go JJ. I love the packaging on these. I wish I bought 2 of every one just so I have it displayed on the wall. But I don't have space for that. And I also would probably open them. You know, I just like to open toys. It's just fun. Like, on a dull day, if I didn't have anything to open, I'd probably just open that and be like, yeah, let's play with this. So, that's probably a good thing I don't buy too much, actually. Sorry, I don't know. My kitten is just... Oh, he's a rowdy boy. Accessories out. Why don't I be using my knife? What am I doing for? I'm gonna cut myself, but that's just entertainment, right? Alright. And for JJ, we've got JJ. This is a very old figure, I believe. And yeah, there's one thing about these figures I don't love. Those wrinkles aren't matching up unless you put that foot to the inside like that. So that pisses me off with these types of figures. The older figures, they do that a lot. They have a lot of issues like that. But it's JJ. I need to get him a desk and a chair. Probably that old toy. They did an old Toy Biz one. I'm getting this information from the fact that I actually did. I've seen a lot of Toy Biz figures in real life, no matter how young I am. And then also, if you want, you can see more of this in one of Robo Don't Know's newer videos, and he actually pulls it out. I did know about it, but that he just kind of reminded me about it, so I'll probably end up picking that up, or a custom maybe. Yeah, but as far as accessories go, you get 2 grippy hands for each side, and then you get a pointer finger hinged up and down, so you can yell at people, and then you get a rolled up newspaper, so you can like smack at people. It says the Daily Bugle, that just goes in his hand. Just like that. And then you get a paper, actual paper, wow. It's just an actual piece of paper. It'd be nice to get to where you could unfold it. But yeah, you can see what I like. I've not seen anyone else talk about is the picture of Spider-Man they actually use on here. It's an action figure. It's not a real picture that they chose to put on there. It's an action figure, and I think that's really cool. And then next we'll go for Kraven. We'll save my favorite, one I'm most excited for last. Okay. And yeah, man, this is just animated Kraven. This isn't my favorite look for Kraven. My favorite look is just that old comic book look. which this is close to, don't get me wrong, but it's not perfectly accurate. I also like modern Kraven, looks pretty cool too. Yeah, and this is guys pinned. I would hopefully, honestly, the Kraven I want the most outside of a comic book Kraven, I would like him to do the Insomniac Kraven pretty soon, because I love, and do like Electro, do all of them from that game, do all the villains. I guess they'll probably more so go for like the alternate suits, but I really want them to do another deluxe and make it Lizard. I think they could do a Build-A-Figure with Rhino, and then make a deluxe Doc Ock. Oh, that would be so cool. And it'd be cool to have like Aunt May from the first game and Mary Jane. All those characters would be kind of cool to have, but you know, I really want Kraven. Mostly because I love the actor, and he's really good in this game I love called Days Gone. If you haven't played it, I really recommend you play it. It's so good. So freaking good. And yeah, this guy just comes with the spear, and I know we give Hasbro a lot of shit now for what they do, but they've grown. They do stupid shit, don't get me wrong, but they have grown a little bit, I feel like. Before, a character like Kraven, I feel like, should have more than just gripping hands. I think he should probably have a trigger finger hand, because he has used a rifle. Punching hands, he will punch out you. And then, like, relaxed hands, maybe? But he should definitely have more than what this figure has. And, just a relaxed head. He's not always mad. But yeah, this guy's cool, and he'll go in the villain shelf for sure. I'm glad to be getting more Spider-Man villains in my mythos. And then, last but not least, we got Sandman, the one I'm most excited for, actually. I wasn't going out to order them in any specific way, but I knew that I wanted to save my favorite for last, and so I saved my favorite for last. And honestly, I thought I would like that 6-armed Spider-Man more, because people are always shitting on it, and I thought I'd be like the person that's like, hold on, give me 1 second. And I kind of thought I'd be the guy that's like, you know, this figure's not so bad. People are overrated. It's bad. They're both very bad. It's better than the original one that I'm sure. I mean, I don't have the original one, but it's objectively better because it has a waist, or at least an upper joint, that the original one does not have. So at least it has some kind of articulation. And yeah, this is I'm glad he's the one I waited for. This is the body that they used for Hydro Man, right? They reused that from this body. So I already am pretty familiar with this guy. Love Sandman. Yeah, he's pretty cool. And you could honestly, you get a custom Thomas Hayden Church head sculpt on there. If you're a really big Raimi fans, Raimi pretty much adapted Sandman's look 1-to-1 to the comics. Like, I don't like the suit that he did for Spider-Man. I don't like their Venom, obviously. Don't like Norman's Goblin suit. I love Norman in those movies. I don't like his Goblin suit. I think Doc Ock's fine. It's not really the Doc Ock I know and love, but it's fine. It's not like my favorite character design ever. But yeah, I feel like Sandman, if you have to choose one, is definitely the one adapted 1-to-1 the most from the comics, even more than look-wise, even more than Peter, because Peter's costume is not. I don't like that costume. I will be honest. I'm not a liker of that costume. But yeah, as far as accessories, he probably has the most out of everyone we've taken a look at today. Yeah, he's probably got the most. He's maybe up there with Indian Spider-Man, Spider-Man India. But yeah, this guy's got... And he has pinless arms. Did he always have pinless arms, or is this a new figure? Pin legs aren't my favorite. You don't get a lot of crunch. You get pretty cool accessories, though. So number 1, you get this accessory, which... Oh, that doesn't want to go on there. That does not want to go on there. Give me 1 second. I'm scared I'm going to break that ball if I push any harder. Sorry, my cat is being a dummy. What are you doing? Get up there. Sorry. That looked a little aggressive. It's because I was checking to make sure he didn't have something in his mouth that he wasn't supposed to have in his mouth. That doesn't pop on all the way, so it looks a little weird, but he's sand. He can shapeshift. It's like you can put Spider-Man's like wrist through there and make it look like he's punching the sand out. That's probably going to come in real good handy for action figure photography. But the other ones you get, or you get some like forearms, I think, that go like that, maybe. We'll see. And then you can really do whichever hand you want. Well, no, you can't, because that hand is, you know, goes to a certain side. The ball, on the other hand, doesn't. I actually don't know. Maybe this one goes like this. There must be actually a specific side if it's like this. Yeah, okay. You do that, and then you go like this, maybe? Yes, okay. And they don't have hinges in them or anything, but they just look so badass. It's not as many options as I would like for Sandman. Maybe one day we'll get a maximum Sandman. But I feel like Mezco should do Sandman. Mezco would do some cool-ass textured like stuff and probably do a base, and then it's that Mezco aesthetic. It's close. So, yeah. This is probably how he'll be displayed on mine. Probably not the head. That'll probably be used for when I'm posing Spider-Man with him. But these will probably be posed with him. And then I kind of want to get a couple of those, the movie Sandmans, where he's all sand from No Way Home, and like have him in the background. I'm flanking him. Because you could also use that as Gamerverse Sandman, because there's like 50 of those that you fight throughout the game. You could army build those like so hardcore. That might be what I do. But yeah, he's cool, and that's everything we've taken a look at. We'll do the gamer figures when I get my Big Bad Toy Store unboxing video out, and then I'm gonna do a whole, what is that? That's 8 figures, I think, because I have all 6 of the Wave from Big Bad Toy Store, and then these 2. It'd be nice to get Kingpin, but I don't think I will, because I don't really like his aesthetics. I might get that for the body, get some Venom hands, pop them on them, and finally do the the head swap with the head from Charles Xavier. I'm drawing a blank on that character's name right now, but you know what I'm talking about. So, what is it, like Demon King? I can't even think of his name. Shadow King. That's what it is. Whew, I got it. Shadow King. So yeah. So today, I can't really recommend these for any of these figures, but because most of them are probably sold out. I can tell you I don't recommend getting this one. Even if you are cool with pin joints, you don't want this figure. I hope Hasbro takes another crack at this one day, updates the joints, and because the character's awesome. I love Six-Armed Spider-Man. It's just, I don't like this figure. So yeah, we'll get to you later, everyone, and have a good day, and keep playing with action figures, I guess. Bye.